Hit us with a rewind. That's when you tell us a little bit about yourself, your brand, and how you got here today.
Yeah. Shit, man. Urban Politicians TV. That's everything. That's the brand. That's the logo. That's what we trying to press and punch on. That's the lifestyle. That's everything that come with it. We politically inclined. You know what I'm saying? All that type of shit like that. But I'm from H-Town, Nawfside, Greenspoint area for the most part. You know what I'm saying? Really been over there pretty much my whole life. You know, stayed in really all over that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? From the apartments to the houses, but mostly in the houses. Started out early in apartments like in Imperial Valley, things of that nature. You know, Northborough a little bit. Then probably towards the end of elementary, like 4th grade, got into like, you know, the Lincoln Greens and the Cannon Parks and things like that. So I'm ripping Greenspoint all the way outside. But I rip the whole H-Town though. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man, I really just jumped into this podcast shit, you know what I'm saying? In the beginning it was a podcast, now it's strictly YouTube.
Okay.
You know, I've been a big fan of rap, hip hop, the whole culture. I grew up in a household that never kept me from rap music. I've been listening to cussing rap music when other kids on the street or other kids at school could listen to cuss words and music or watch dirty movies or rated R movies and shit, I was one that could.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's crazy because my T lady was strict growing up. You know what I'm saying? She applied pressure when it comes to them rules in that household, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But she had it like, hey, you know what not to do.
Exactly.
You know what not to say. You know you don't say this in front of no adult. So they let me watch whatever, listen to whatever. So I grew up, you know, UGK, Pimp C, everything like that. And now I just always been a fan of the music, everything from West Coast, Too Short to, you know, East Coast, Hov, Biggie, anything on the East Coast, I was with it. You know, Nas, AZ. So this rap shit really embedded into me as a fan.
Right.
It's more than just music to me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So we started the podcast and did like 40 episodes. That's still on Apple Music though. Urban Politicians Podcast, Apple, whatever Apple Podcast app.
Okay, yeah.
That's still up there. They can go get that. It's 40 episodes of that. I think the quality get good about episode 15.
Yeah.
We had to figure out the kinks on that motherfucker.
Nah, it's a process.
But if you type in YouTube, Urban Politicians TV, you ain't gonna be able to keep up with all the content. It's over 1,200 videos on that motherfucker, from new hip hop news to interviews to vlogs and studios, concert performances, all that shit, man.
That shit.
So that's what it is.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
So, so you said you had like a love for the hip hop.
Yeah.
And it just started with what made you, I guess, want to, go more the interview route, like interview people and just be more of like a media outlet with your stuff instead of more like maybe going the artist route or just being like maybe a manager or something or an A&R person.
Well, see, eventually I do want to get to them type of levels where I'm more adapted into the business, but I always wanted to live a rap lifestyle, but I never wanted to be a rapper because
that fame?
Nah, it wasn't even that, man. I just looked at it like I ain't come up trying to be no rapper. And I would freestyle. Like I can freestyle the drop of the dime with the H-Time. On the H-Time, on the H-Time tip, how we freestyle, I lingo, I can freestyle the drop of a dime.
Yeah.
But I kind of felt like, man, before, when I was growing up, it was like you was either a super gangster rapper, you had to be a gangster, or you was like a Bow Wow.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Or a Lil Zane, or you know what I'm saying? Whatever, or Lil Romeo. So I felt like, man, the way I was brought up, of course I'd have seen the worst of the worst in the street shit, you know what I'm saying? Nigga that been through some shit, and you know, we gonna get that on camera, you know what I'm saying? But it's like, I feel like, man, I ain't did enough to get out here and talk about the shit that these niggas will talk about.
Right.
So, you know, the Big Seans, the Drakes, the Kanyes, them came when I was in high school, but I wasn't already trying to be no rapper yet.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So it was kind of like, I didn't, you know, we ain't know nobody who had no studio like that.
Right.
You know, I had partners that had little studios and did their little thing with their music, but it was like, nah, I don't want to be no rapper. So shit, then out of nowhere, man, you know, I'm just seeing all this content. I'm on YouTube every day. I was already reading all the magazines and everything like that. And then I was like, man, bro, I need to get my own shit.
Right.
You know, I need to have my own voice in this culture. How the fuck Then been to 100 hip hop concerts. I done been to so many artists shit at House of Blues.
Right.
I done been to motherfucking Warehouse Live from Currency to Nipsey, Don Kennedy, all these artists. I'm at everybody's show at at Warehouse Live, man, standing up.
Right.
I'm like, man, I'm spending money. Why I'm not a nigga that's in this culture?
Right.
And I know I got a voice that can be heard. So I was like, man, this shit could be a business also because I love it.
Right.
I do this shit for free. So that's why urban politicians came in, because talking is politic and expressing your beliefs.
Most definitely.
I ain't got no journalism degree. Yeah. I'm doing it from an urban standpoint.
You don't even need that.
Yeah, no, you don't. See, we politicking right now.
Exactly.
But see, my shit urban.
Yeah.
Don't come in here try to critique my fucking words. I'm letting you know what it is right out the gate.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Straight take
up.
it how it is, you know?
Exactly.
Yeah, that's it. Man, that's what's up, though. Like and subscribe below. Appreciate y'all.